Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is Mike's Talks and Thoughts here. Back again with another video for you guys, and today I'm going to be talking about the Mayans MC Season 4 2-episode premiere here. So I just did Better Call Saul last night, and today we have Mayans MC. Two shows that were both on my most anticipated shows for 2022. Mayans being at number 5 and Better Call Saul being at number 1. So definitely two shows I've been looking forward to all year are finally here now, and I can't wait to talk about them with you guys here moving forward. But before I get started here, I also want to say for Mayans moving forward here, I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping up with this week to week like Better Call Saul. I have decided that for Better Call Saul, I will be doing a week to week review for you guys since I feel like there's a lot more drive for that show. Mayans, I'm not sure if the drive or demand is really there for you guys, but if you guys want me to give you guys reviews of episodes, just leave it in the comments and I will get back to you what my thoughts on each episode was. I will be doing a year-end review or season review for the show, and then I will be doing a characters tier list here with two special guest stars. One you've seen on the channel before, and one is completely new to the channel here. So that's going to be great for any of you Mayans fans out there. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the episodes. So again, this is another 2 episode premiere here. We had a lot of great action going on, especially in the first episode, Cleansing of the Temple here. Season 4, episode 1. Of course, this follows right off where season 3 leaves off with the Mayans at war with each other. You know, Conche leading the rest of the charters against Santo Padre and their clubhouse, and it's just a full-on-out war. You know, it's a battle back and forth all episode long. You see Easy, Angel, Bishop, Hank, Creeper, Taza, all of them dealing with this. It's just really, really great. It's a lot of action-packed, and it only takes place in the clubhouse, that whole episode. It's just a really, really great scene. I think I should point out some key details here. So yeah, basically what happens in this sort of war is, you know, Conche is leading the troops over to take revenge on Santo Padre, and we see a lot of great shootout scenes. You know, Easy and Angel and Bishop having the assault rifles, trying to fend off the rest of them, but they realize right around that they're going to run out of ammo really, really quickly. They don't have a lot of guns with them. So they end up becoming a little bit more creative and creating some fireballs. So they end up taking alcohol and then lighting it on fire and throwing it as sort of fireballs or fire blasts. And in the meantime, Gilly and Coco are still gone away back from Meth Mountain, which none of the club knows about at this point. And then they end up arriving, and they don't know what's going on until someone starts shooting at their van. And then basically they have to try and find a way to sneak in through the back, get on the roof, and get into the clubhouse to try and help. But it's just full on out chaos. You know, Hank gets shot pretty early. He's down for most of it. Creeper, he ends up kind of creeping around, pun intended there. You know, and he ends up getting a lot more gasoline and a lot more supplies for the group. He ends up becoming a badass, you know, just doing his little thing. And, you know, he really gets hit a lot, almost gets killed in the aftermath. So, you know, Creeper was great in this episode. You see the dynamic between Angel and Nails, and them constantly worrying about their child, whether or not they're going to be safe. And then eventually, you know, everything comes to a standstill, starting to move into morning. Right before sunup, they end up putting the lights on. They end up figuring out a way to blast them with the lights so they're able to see and kill more of the attackers. And then eventually, when they realize they don't have enough ammo left and that this is going to be a war they can't win, Easy goes out and, you know, kind of sort of sacrifices himself. He says to Conche, I'm the one you want. I'm the one who planned all this. I'm the one who killed your son. That was a plot point from last season. That's why, you know, he has the troops all riled up against Santo Padre. and Easy comes out. Angel is trying to hold himself back, and they got him all lined up like they're gonna kill him. And then eventually, of course, El Padrino, Marcus Alvarez, comes in and saves the day. He's like, "What the hell's going on here? This is my club. Why are we fighting each other?" And that's pretty much how episode 1 ends. It all takes place at the clubhouse of the temple. Really great action scenes. And I would give this episode a 9 out of 10. I would say it's definitely in the top 10 Mayans MC episodes I've seen so far. Even though it only takes place in that one area or the one setting, it's just so great. Next here, we're going to be moving into episode 2, Hymn of the Among the Ruins. Of course, this is going to be the follow-up of what happens after the shooting, and it starts out with 4 months later, and you kind of see how everyone's sort of reacting or processing what's going on. You see how Marcus is there with the Mayans again, and is trying to broker some sort of peace among the rest of the charters, and it's just still not going really great for them. They're still fighting a lot. Bishop, among with the other charters, is really resentful. He's also really resentful of Taza at this point because of actions that Taza did last season, and that whole situation that Taza was really involved with last season here. So yeah, we see the tensions just building. We then see Felipe, of course played by the amazing Edward James Olmos, go to Easy, tries to give him a letter, and then Easy ends up just, from past events last season, he's not really on good terms with his father right now, so he kind of ignores him. But eventually later on in the episode, Easy ends up opening the letter, which someone said was very important, and it gives him a big prison flashback. So something entailed in that letter, someone who wrote it is bringing back stuff from his past in prison. So that's going to be interesting to see what that is moving forward. Then next here we see the Sons of Anarchy. Great to see them again, but this isn't really the characters that we see all the time. This is Sam Dino, so not back in Charming, but this is another one of the charters very close to San Padre. Of course, we know that Packer is dealing with cancer at this point. Happy is also dealing with some shit. And we see a lot of these new members, and one in particular I want to point out is named Terry. I found out later on in the episode, this guy named Terry, it looks like he's the VP for this charter, and he's talking about how they need to hit the Sons of Anarchy, how the Sons of Anarchy need to hit the Mayans for what they did, for going into their territory without a call, and causing a whole bunch of chaos. But I believe this was the prospect that Happy was training with. He kind of talks to them and says how the Mayans are already in a civil war with each other. Why do we don't need to get involved? We'll let them deal with it, and then whatever's left, we'll pick up the scraps. But this one dude's just not having it, and you can see tensions even within the Sons of Anarchy building. Then next here, we move back again with Coco and Gilly still having big tensions about the Meth Mountain situation, whether or not Gilly should tell people what's going on. Gilly's really pissed in the episode that they have to refurbish the temple, and then all the shit that went down with Coco and how he had to cover for him. And then we see Coco's daughter and Hope really not getting along, still a lot of resentment there. Then we see a clip again back with Marcus and Hank coming to his house to talk with him. We see Marcus and his family and talking about Bishop. Can Bishop be trusted? Is Bishop going to keep a steady head throughout this situation? Will they have to kill Bishop eventually? What's going to happen with them? Hank's kind of giving a little bit of insight to Marcus on that whole situation. And then finally here, we kind of see a little bit of a montage towards the end of the season. This is the first time that we see Emily in the episodes. Galindo and Adelita did not make an appearance in these 2 episodes. Emily, we see, last season she pretty much split off from Miguel, and you kind of see how she's kind of dealing with life now, kind of by herself. You see Angel and Nails, Bishop, Taza, Easy, all of them, and what they're going to do moving forward. Easy at this point adopts a dog, and just the whole montage of what's going to be happening next. So Roy sets up good for the 3rd episode here, moving into place here. But for me, I definitely feel like this is kind of a middle of the road episode. I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was solid, but compared to the rest of the Mayans episodes, it's pretty much in that middle of the pack. I don't think it's towards the bottom, but definitely not in the top 10 like the first episode is. So yeah, 7.5 for episode 2 here. So yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave a comment down below of your thoughts on the Mayans MC Season 4 2-episode premiere. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm not going to be doing this week to week. I will be doing a season review when it finishes up, and I will be doing a characters tier list with 2 special guests here on the channel. But if you want to follow my thoughts on it, you can always leave comments on either this video or any other video being like, hey, what were your thoughts on Mayans Season 4 Episode 4? And I can tell you in the comments what I thought about it. I just really don't feel like the demand is going to be there for Mayans MC. Maybe it is. Maybe there's a really good reaction to this video, and maybe I will do week to week. We will just have to see how that plays out. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out.